Alright guys, so here's another update of oil cooler assembly leak. I already started it, but again it's the same process. You take the frame, the radiator support on top. This is 3 bolts here, 10 millimeters. 3 there, 2 here, and 1 Allen key, or Torx I believe, I remember. Then you take that out. You take the radiator, which has 2 bolts, 1 here and 1 here. Unplug the plug on it, 2 clips on it, and then you slide it up. Then you remove your tensioner. Your tensioner is a 17 millimeter main bracket to basically move it out of the way so you can remove the belt. Then it has 2 bolts, one that side, one on this side. Now this lays like this in the engine, so you have to press, you see that right there, to hold it in place. So you do that in order to hold it in place so you can get both screws, the one on top and the one on bottom. Okay, and that's going to be, see if I can find it here, that's going to be this guy here, and this is a E12. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. See, it's a star looking key, so that's an E12 to be able to take those bolts out. And basically it's going to be, from there on, is a ride, because now you got to take the water hose off, thermostat housing off, because there's a bolt underneath of it. If you can say, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll keep you posted. So right now I'm going to take the thermostat housing off. There's a sensor on it. It looks like I got to take this pulley off too. And we're going to keep on taking it apart, and I'll keep you posted. Alright guys, a little update. To remove the thermostat housing, this thing here, you have to unscrew so you can move a little bit freely, because there's a screw right underneath of it that is from thermostat housing. So you got to remove one, and this bracket here, and there's like 3 screws underneath of that holds this whole assembly, so you can move it around just a little bit, just enough to be able to take it out. Then once you remove that, there's this thermostat housing sensor. It goes just like that. You unclick that so you can take the thermostat housing itself. And then from there on, now I'm going to start taking the actual assembly of the oil cooler and the housing. And I'll keep you posted. Alright guys, so here's the thermostat, this is the housing itself, and that's the oil cooler. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. Now those 6 bolts are a different size each. See, that's the housing, these are the 6 bolts. Okay. The 2 on the back are from the actual thermostat housing, but these 6 right here are from the housing of the oil cooler. They are a different size, each one of them, so don't mix them up. And yes, you might have to put more Freon on this antifreeze, but that's the mess we got. As you can see, these 2 right here in the center, they're the one that were failing, which is like the oil. This is water, and that's oil. So these 2 right here were failing on the gasket itself, which, here's the gasket. I don't know if you can see, but those 2 in the center there, these are the 2 that were failing. And then on this one, it was also failing. So I got to replace all of them, clean this part up, put it back together, and call it a day. Keep you posted. Alright guys, so after replacing the gasket, you just bolt everything back up the same way you took it out. Make sure that you clean where the gasket sits pretty decent, and just bolt it back up, torque it down, clean somewhat of the mess that the oil has made over the past. And I don't know if you guys can see any of that. Just try to clean a little bit around it, that way it's dry and somewhat clean. Just bolt it back up and go from there. Just make sure you tighten everything back up again the way it was. The bracket, the bolts, those. Just 3, then one on the bottom, then one on top here. And get the one there, and one there. The sensor, don't forget the sensor. And once you start putting everything back together, then put the belt back on, the tensioner, put the belt, and then the water hose, the fan, the radiator support, and call it a day. And then add some water because it drains somewhat. So yeah, I'll keep you posted once it's done.